Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and doing your work properly, which you are getting from school. So, students, as we all know that the world is suffering from the deadly disease of coronavirus. And to curb this critical situation, every country requires a sound healthcare system. And in this chapter, we will learn about the healthcare system in India. As we know that India is a democratic country, and in democracy the government works for the social welfare, and for this government provide all the essential facilities to their citizen, and health is one of them. For providing health facilities to the people, government launch many plans and programs every year and protect their citizen from the very deadly diseases. When we are talking about health, it does not mean that we are talking about only physical health. It has many different aspects like mental and emotional health, environment, social, so on. While talking about good health, we cannot ignore these factors like access to clean drinking water, pollution free environment, proper nutrition, hygienic means clean living conditions, and an active stress free life means tension free life. Means all these things come when we talk about good health. Now we will read some facts related to healthcare in India. So, firstly, India has the largest number of medical institutions as compared to other countries of the world. The medical institutes educate almost 15,000 medical experts every year. India has shown a tremendous increase in the number of healthcare facilities since independence. In 1950, the total number of hospitals were 2,717 and it has grown up to 18,200 in 2000. Next, India is very important destination for medical tourism. Firstly, I would like to tell you the meaning of medical tourism. Medical tourism means when the people from all over the world come to India for their treatment. So India is one of the top 10 medical tourism destination in the world. Modern healthcare facilities, skilled doctors and low cost of treatment have made India a popular hub of medical tourism. India is the fourth largest producer and exporter of medicine in the world. Apart from the above discussed success stories of India, there are some issues which are still matter of concern. So, first, in India, almost 50% of children do not get proper food, enough food. And because of the lack of the nutrient food, they suffer from malnutrition. Malnutrition means bad health, that is the result of not having enough food. Mostly people in India do not have access to clean drinking water, and because drinking dirty water, they have to suffer from the waterborne diseases like diarrhea, jaundice, hepatitis, and cholera. And in India, there are many people, millions of people who died because of tuberculosis and malaria. Another problem that our rural India is facing, that there is a lack of qualified doctors and other medical professionals, because these doctors and medical experts, they would like to live in the urban areas. So because of this, the rural people have to travel a lot for their treatment to urban areas, and many people died because of the lack of treatment, because they cannot get the proper treatment on time. So these are the problems that our India is still facing. Now we will talk about public health services. Dear students, our government is running a chain of dispensaries and hospitals in both rural and urban areas. It provides the health facilities almost free or at very low cost. Why the government provide low cost or free health facility? It has two reasons. The first one, that we all know that in India there is a democracy, and democracy ensures that all its citizen has right to life. And for this, they provide free or low cost medical facilities. Secondly, the tax we pay to the government, and in return, the government provide us many facilities, and health is one of them. So, it is the responsibility of government to provide the best health facilities to their citizens. To providing best health facilities, there are some necessities of healthcare. The number one is infrastructure. In infrastructure, what the government required to provide to the people is hospital, health center, lab, blood banks, and ambulances. Number two, health workers, nurses, qualified doctors, professionals to diagnose the illness of the patient. And number third is medicines and other equipments. And if the government is successful in providing these basic necessities in medical care, then the patient required blood, then blood banks are there, and laboratories are there where blood test can be taken, and these blood test helps the doctor to understand the internal working of internal organs of a patient, like the working of kidneys, liver, etc. And apart from this, the ventilators are also available there. So apart from these facilities, there are some shortcomings which are mainly found in the district hospitals, like the shortage of medicine, beds, equipment, and qualified staff. So because of these shortage, the patient suffers a lot, and for this they have to go to the private hospitals. Our government also runs many awareness programs in the form of health camps, like the polio camp, hepatitis, malaria, chikungunya, eyes camp, dental checkup camps. So, the purpose of these camps is to just aware the people regarding these diseases. Students, I think you have heard about polio. Once polio was considered as uncurable disease, but India has shown to the whole world that nothing is impossible, and it eradicates polio from India. For this, the government has started many campaigns. In this, the nurses or the health workers went door to door for polio vaccines. And I think you have heard many slogans on TV, like दो बूंद पोलियो पिलाइए बच्चे की ज़िंदगी खुशहाल बनाइए. And one more is there, now more than ever, stop polio forever. It was very challenging, but now we can proudly say that India is a polio free country, and the whole world appreciated India for this task. Another act that government do to make people aware is social advertisements. Students, when you go to cinema for watching movie, you have noticed that before start a movie there was an advertisement displayed on the screen, and that was of alcohol advertisement, that liquor is injurious to health. And same, you have seen the advertisement of tobacco, that tobacco can cause oral cancer. And the purpose of these social advertisement is just to make the people aware that these drugs are very harmful for them and for their health as well. The purpose of doing all such efforts is to make India a healthy nation. And according to our constitution, our government do not only ensure the well-being of the people, but is liable or responsible for the essential healthcare services to its citizen. So it is the duty of our government to preserve the right to life of every citizen by providing the basic or essential health services. Now we will talk about private health services. So, like public health services, the private health services is also found in rural and urban areas. In urban areas, there are many hospitals with ultra modern techniques and equipments. And in rural areas, there are registered medical practitioners, those are called RMPs, to treat small ailments. And now I would like to tell you that how private health services or private hospitals are different from public hospitals. As we all know that nowadays the big business house or large corporations are running private hospitals, and they are making their hospitals a better place, adopting various technologies from all over the world. Means there are all the facilities like laboratories are there, even the research institutes are there which are researching new medicines for uncurable diseases also. Even medical shops are the part of the private healthcare system. So but the private healthcare system or the private hospitals are very expensive and no one can afford treatment over there. If they want their treatment in the private hospital, it will be a very difficult for a middle class or a poor family, uh, because they have to spend a lot of money or income on the treatment. So this is the big difference between private and public healthcare system. Now, healthcare and equality, it means that does every person is getting equal health facilities? So, as we know that the private services are increasing day by day, and the big organization or the big business houses, they are opening the hospitals, and they are opening these hospitals especially in urban areas. The cost of treatment in these hospitals and medicines provided by the doctors are very expensive because their main motive is to earn profit. They are not concerned with the social welfare of the people. So these private hospitals are not in the reach of common people, and due to this many poor people cannot afford the treatment in these hospitals. Moreover, these private hospitals are also involved in incorrect or unfair practices to earn money. Means they prescribed expensive medicine injections even when they are not required. So it is very difficult for a poor people to get treatment from these private hospitals. As we all know that no one can see their near ones dying because of illness. So they take them into the private hospital for better treatment. And as we all know that the private hospitals, they prescribed expensive medicines and tests which are not essential for the treatment, and for this they have to pay a huge amount of bills to the hospital, and for paying such amount they have to take debt, and sometimes they have to sell their possessions. Means they have to sell their belongings, like sometimes the people sold their houses, their land or other valuable things. So this situation brings the rural families into debt trap. Trap here means कि debt के कर्जे के जाल में फंस जाना. To pay that debt they have to again take some debt. So by doing this they remain in the debt trap for a long period, and even the middle class people, they fall into the category of poor people. Understand this concept through a flow chart. A person is poor, and as he is poor, he cannot afford a nutrient food for his children or for himself. So because of lack of nutrient food, they become ill. They suffer from malnutrition, and to cure this illness they become to hospitals, and sometimes the illness is so deadly that they have to take their family members to the private hospitals. And for in private hospitals, the as we all know that the treatment is very expensive, and then they caught in the debt trap because of that expensive treatment. And this expensive treatment leads to them to the poverty. So वो गरीबी में आ जाते हैं. So this is the whole circle which explain the situation of poor people, how they remain in the poverty, why they cannot come from poverty. So this is the matter of concern, but our government is providing many facilities, and one of them is that a national rural health mission. In this, the medicines are provided to rural people or people of middle class families or poor families. Apart from this, there is a need of that people should have clean drinking water, hygienic environment. So these things can remove the diseases from our country. Another issue is women's health. Women's health means if women's are falling sick, they are not getting medical attention because of the ignorance, because their family did not focus on these things. And another thing is tribal people means the people who are living in tribes. Those are called adivasis, and there are very few health services or health centers in the tribal area. So these two, women health and tribal people, required a lot of attention in the case of medical health facilities. So it is very much clear from the above discussion that health situation or healthcare facilities need to be improved in our country, and for this our government has to play a very important and proactive role. Proactive means controlling a situation by making things happen rather than waiting for things to happen and then reacting to them. So it is the important duty or responsibility of the government to provide best healthcare facilities even to the remotest part or to the backward parts of the country. Uh, but here I would like to mention one thing, or would like to discuss one thing, that apart from providing better healthcare facilities, there is also need of providing hygienic surrounding, like pollution free environment and clean drinking water, because India is suffering from many waterborne and airborne diseases. I hope you understand well. Thank you so much.